Okay, I've been batting back and forth whether or not I was going to talk about this for some time, but why not? I'm not one to self-censor. Really, I'm not. Ozempic Nation. What is it? 15,000, about 15,000 bucks a year. I think it's an injection. I don't know much about how the drug is administered. What's the other drug? It's Wegovy. Is the other drug. You can get this prescribed to you. Medicare will provide for it. Insurance will provide for it. In essence, the amount of people that are on Obamacare here in this country, essentially, this is a drug that's here to supposedly deal with a chronic disease. That's unfortunately that's what we deal with here in this country is a lot of chronic diseases. Anybody know anything about chronic diseases that have ever been cured? No. You can't, you can't watch any programming on TV, commercial programming on TV, without seeing a commercial telling you need this drug or you need that drug or whatever drug it may be. I want you to think about this for a second. We now have to take a shot or a pill or whatever it may be at the cost of $15,000 a year to deal with obesity. There was a story about a week and a half ago talking about how now globally obesity is a bigger problem than starvation. Get your arms around that. I remember as a kid, but make sure you're eating everything off your plate. You got starving kids in Africa. Obesity is a bigger health-wise for the globe, a bigger health problem globally than starvation, malnutrition. It's hard to actually even fathom that. But again, I talked about this before here on the program, and I don't mean to offend. I call it like I see it. And again, if you have trouble dealing with the truth, well, this podcast might not be the right place for you. But quite frankly, maybe, I'm just saying, rather than spending $15,000 a year on something like this, maybe we should start taking a look at, I don't know, what we eat here in this country. Our entire, food. I call it, the food is like calling it farm to table. It's not even farm to table. I don't know, big food to table system that we put into place that's made everybody so damn fat. If we are being poisoned by our food system, the answer to being poisoned by our food system and everybody being obese is to take a shot for life at $15,000 a year. Now, does that really make any sense? Are we really doing anything to solve the problem? No, we're not solving the problem. The problem is still going to exist. It's become a chronic problem. We are going to deal with the problem. And by dealing with that problem is going to cost we, the people, a hell of a lot of money. A hell of a lot of money. Again, this unfortunately it's become the way we do things, unfortunately, here in this country, rather than do things the right way, which is oftentimes a more difficult way. Again, we mention it every week on my radio show. Everything in life that has meaning, value, and worth involves work, time, and effort. We look for a shortcut. Why bother working out? Why bother going to the gym? Why bother trying to make better lifestyle choices, healthier choices? I'll just take a shot. Insurance will pay for it. Listen, I am happy that I've been able to travel to various different places around the globe and see different societies, cultures, how they go about living, how they deal with certain things like health, their relationship with food. And let me tell you something. It's bad here. I mean, it's bad compared to places that I've gone to, and in regards to the quality of the food, the type of diet that we have, type of crap that's shoved down people's throats here. It's pathetic. I was actually making the rounds this past week. They showed a school lunch. They showed a school lunch in provided by the school in Italy, compared to the the crap that our kids are given here. People, we have decided to make these choices. We've decided to get ourselves addicted onto every pill, drug from all of these pharmaceuticals. And let me tell you something. People get mad at Big Pharma. They're giving people what they want because people don't want to take care of themselves. They don't want to take care of themselves. And now we've gotten to a point in time, as far as our society and culture is concerned, that you can't even point out the fact that you might need to get yourself in shape. That's fat shaming, for crying out loud. What? I mean, would you not go to somebody who is an alcoholic or a drug addict that you cared about and explain to them that what they're doing to themselves is not good? It's not healthy by any stretch of the imagination? Yet we're it's called fat shaming. We're supposed to celebrate this nonsense. We're supposed to be thrilled. I mean, this is take a look at the stock prices of these companies that are manufacturing these drugs, this Ozempic and Wegovy. They've skyrocketed. Why? Because, hey, got a lot of people here in this country that are overweight. And quite frankly, they'd rather take a shot than put the work in and make the lifestyle changes. So again, you think about the money that's going to be spent, $15,000 a year per obese American. What could be used with that money in regards to, I don't know, maybe changing our system here, the United States of America, which is chronic disease nation. WatchDog on WallStreet.com.